Wow, what a morning this is turning out to be. Wet sand here, just providing some perfect colour reflections of this sunrise.
G'day everyone, welcome to this week's video. In a recent podcast, I heard a quote by talented American photographer Nick Page, saying his images are about capturing moments, not places. This week I've been out shooting everything from large seas to tranquil bays at sunrise, and it really did have some wonderful moments. Hope you enjoy the video.
This morning I've come out, we've got an east coast low that's hitting the coastline here, so I've decided to grab the 100 to 400, come out and try and shoot some of this surf along the coast here, where these waves are pounding in here at Wombrel. Just waiting to get a little bit more light on the horizon. We've got some really nice colour in the sky out the back here. I might even go in a little bit closer and try and get some abstract images. Really wild seas along the coast. The predictions today are for up to 6 metre swell, so we'll see how that eventuates throughout the day.
Everyone has their own style in capturing large swells, but for me it's safety of myself first. A telephoto lens, a high shutter speed of 1/2000 or above, aperture wide open at 5.6, continuous autofocus, ISO from 100 to 640. I prefer to photograph the swell at an angle with a structure, object or landmass to give it a sense of scale.
Got a bit of rain on the way, so I'm going to retreat back to the car for a second. I'm going to move to my next location. That was pretty sketchy there. A couple of those big waves came right up to the actual coastline and nearly took out some of my gear, so I'm going to move to somewhere that I can get a shot that's a little bit safer. Certainly big. There was a few sets there that came right up to the coast, right up to the edge of where I was standing, and you just got to be really careful because you get those rogue sets of waves come through. They can quickly grab you, especially along this beach here. So I'm going to get the car now, head up a little bit further and see if I can get a better angle at what I was trying to shoot. So 5 minutes later I've come around to the beach again, a little bit further along the coastline. We've got some nice shaped waves in this corner, and the waves are actually backlit now, so I want to try and grab the camera out as quick as I can and try and grab a couple of shots of these waves. I'm just waiting for a set of waves to come through, looking up towards the headland. Up there we've got a communications tower. I'm going to have that in the background of a shot. Got some really nice side light at the moment. Currently I'm shooting at about 1/2000 at an aperture of 5.6. I've got the aperture wide open and I'm getting away with 100 ISO, but I just want to try and utilize some of that backlighting on some of these waves and get that headland in the background if I can. Certainly not as easy as it seems. Trying to line the waves up with the headland and try and get a nice composition. I'm just going to move up the coast a little bit more because I think I'll line up with the headland. I'm doing everything this morning handheld. Just such a beautiful morning. Finally have some sunshine back. Really cold weather at the moment and great to be out shooting.
A few days later, complete opposite in conditions of blue skies and a gentle sea. Time to head to a local headland for sunrise.
I'm away for a couple of days and I'm up the coast. I've made my way up onto a headland up near Fingal Bay, and I saw this shot yesterday when I was walking around with my phone just picking out compositions. I thought this would be a really nice location to come to shoot a vlog this morning and try and capture an image from up on the headland. So I've made my way down. We've got a little bit of heavy cloud on the horizon that I think might catch a little bit of light as we go along. I'm going to pick out a composition here overlooking this headland and the bay. We've got some islands off in the distance. I think it'll make for a really nice shot. So I'm going to get the gear set up and then I'll come back and I'll have a chat to you as I normally do. I've got this old tree here that's windswept and it's been bent over on an angle over the years because of all the wind that blows along here. I've got this nice plant life in the foreground here. I'm not exactly sure what this plant is called, but I want to use that in my foreground. Then I've got the old windswept tree out in the distance, and then right off in the background I've got all the islands out there. I've got Yakabar. I've also got the main headland of Fingal Spit out here in the other side. Well, we're finally getting that colour we were waiting for. Some beautiful light just starting to hit these clouds out here on the horizon, and this composition's really starting to come together now. What I'm actually doing is I'm just to try and keep the tree nice and still, because there's just a little bit of wind movement and I want to get that tree and the foreground nice and sharp. So I'm shooting at about a 50th of a second, and I'm actually just shooting two shots. I'm actually focus stacking this. So I'm shooting a shot for the foreground and a shot for the distance just to make sure I get that nice and sharp. But yeah, some beautiful light right across here now out on the headland. We've just got that sun just poking through that cloud formation there. It looks really lovely. Just going to try and get this shot while I can. Got some nice light coming across the bay. Like a walk on a hard sand beach late in the afternoon, just looking for some patterns and just see how this light interacts. I'm just going to move my way back up to here. This will hopefully be my area for a sunset shoot in about 2 days time. We've got a prediction of some really nice high clouds, so quite a bit of high cloud on the horizon that might light up after dark. We'll just see how I go trying to shoot some of that handheld, but beautiful mirror-like reflections along the beach here at the moment. Just absolutely amazing. This beach just holds the reflections so well, because it's do a few handheld shots of some of these patterns and lines leading out towards the island in the background. Good morning everyone. Well, it's my last day here at Fingal Bay and I've come down to shoot a sunrise, and it looks like the prediction was pretty accurate this morning. We've got some really nice high cloud on the horizon that I can see. It appears we've got a low tide, so that's going to really work well with the composition I wanted to get here this morning. Some beautiful skies forecast this morning, so hopefully we'll get some nice colour and be able to finish this vlog off with a few nice images. What a stunning morning we've got coming up here. I've actually just fired a 30-second long exposure and I'm not using any filters or anything, and I'm shooting at about a 100 ISO. and I'm using this beautiful natural stream that runs out towards the beach and out towards the sunrise as a leading line, and we've got these beautiful textures and patterns in the sand here. Thankfully they haven't been disturbed by anyone. The tide's been up last night and washed away a lot of the footprints, so it's just left this very pristine and natural looking textures in the sand. It looks absolutely fantastic, leading out to what I think is going to be quite a colourful sunrise this morning. It's just difficult on a morning like this is to try and slow yourself down and not continue to chase your tail all over the place trying to look for different compositions, because sometimes you can waste valuable time and lose the light. But this morning the high cloud prediction's been spot on again, and some beautiful high cloud colour. Wow, what a morning this is turning out to be. I've just moved up the beach ever so slightly, and those reflections I talked about earlier in the video on the wet sand here, just providing some perfect colour reflections of this sunrise out on the horizon. The sky's only just started to light up at the moment. There's still a fair way to go before we get to sunrise, but already some beautiful conditions here. There's absolutely no wind whatsoever. No one else on the beach this morning with me. I'm here by myself. It's just amazing place. One of my favourite places to photograph. Beautiful colours coming up into that high cloud now, just really starting to illuminate. I'm just going to get one more shot here. I'm going to run up to where we've got that nice patterns running out into the ocean up there and see if I can grab a shot up there. Wow, sun just starting to illuminate some of that really high cloud. It's just about to burst through across the horizon. What I really like about this shot is that it's got all the elements in it. It's got the foreground with this beautiful textures in the sand, then it's got the nice colours of the bay across the horizon, and then out in the distance we've got the headland and the Fingal spit out there, which just gives that foreground, midground, background element. It's those key three ingredients, the foreground, midground and background, that help to grab the viewer's eye and take them on a journey through the shot, lead them out towards the main focal point, which will be the sunrise coming across the headland. Well, as you can see, the sun's fully up and just illuminating all this beautiful sand in the foreground. I've actually just got a couple of nice shots here, handheld. I actually sat myself down and I did a focus stack. I actually pre-focused on the sand in front of me, and then I raised my focus point out to the horizon. I took the first shot with the pre-focused area and then took the second shot of the horizon. I think it should come out quite nicely, but what a great way to finish off this week's vlog. It's been an amazing week, from high seas to shooting up on the headland here, and then finally a really nice sunrise here this morning. So guys, that's it for this week's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do me a big favour, go down below, give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out and lets others see my videos. If you're new to the channel and you haven't been here before, you like what you see, then please subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. If you've got a comment or a question, leave them below. I'll always respond. Hopefully I'll be around shooting some more landscapes soon. I'll see you then.